I just want to say how absolutely hilarious it is that you fat soy were screeching and screaming about how horrible and evil cancel culture is, and the hashtag #MeTheShit was innocent until proven guilty. But you're super content to take a side on this because of where the popular support is when only one side is spoken. I'll respond with more substance when I can, but I'm being attacked by people who have literally nothing to lose and everything to gain by saying whatever insane shit they can publicly while trying to squeeze me legally, privately, which puts me in the most annoying spot imaginable when dealing with dipshits like you. If you really want to show your nuts, why not attack places like Kiwi Farms where the content is literally still being hosted and blasted to the world? Oh, because that's a scarier party to go after. Talk about cowards.
I didn't admit shit, but keep up the great framing, LOL.
Hey guys, how about instead of calling him Destiny, we just call him Epsony? That'd be funny, right? Whenever a big streamer gets into a controversy, they have two options. A, they can go offline for some time to fix the issue, or B, they can grit their teeth through the hard times. Both options really depend on your situation. If you legitimately messed up and did an awful thing, you probably ought to take some time off, especially if people are pissed off at you. But with Destiny, Mother of God, this guy is a bizarre fucking case. I sincerely hope all of you guys are caught up with the controversy and the basic stuff going on with him and Pixie. If you don't, then the short summary is that Destiny shared sex tapes of himself and another woman with some random fucking person on Discord without the woman's consent. Like, gotta make that aware. Where now it's publicly leaked on stuff like Kiwi Farms, and that woman is now suing him over it. Deservedly. If you want to, I have multiple videos about this. It was very crazy. But despite all of that, he still tried to push through it and keep on streaming. Meanwhile, on Twitter, people are still giving him flack over it and how he doesn't deserve a fan base. And I agree. One of these people being a well-known commentary YouTuber, Nicholas Diorio, who Destiny got into a petty feud with, and also dropped the dumbest, gayest comments about the situation ever. So where did all of this start? Well, let's start with this tweet by Nick, which is pretty funny, I like it. Imagine if these guys were anything other than spineless, pathetic cowards. And it shows, it's actually so funny, it shows Hassan watching the content nuke on Destiny. Meanwhile, vice versa, Destiny watching the content nuke on Hassan. So two very big hit pieces. Actually, I don't like that word, it makes it sound malicious, but no, it's valid. They're watching two sort of like video essays about them and how deplorable they are. And you know, they're not watching about themselves, but other people they dislike, being like, oh my god, guys, these people are awful. Meanwhile, internally, they have some bad shit going on. I mean, me personally, I think, you know, Destiny's worse than Hassan, because Hassan, I was thinking about it last night. I think Hassan is annoying, but he has no illegal actions as bad as Destiny. Like, yeah, he will support terrorism on Twitch, but like, on actual action he did that could lead him to getting, you know, arrested or sued, then Destiny beats him by that with the sex tapes that he fucking shut around like a dumbass, like a piece of shit. Anyways, Nick followed that up with a comment making fun of the Destiny fans, saying, there was a lawsuit, guys. He can't watch the video where the majority isn't about anything in the lawsuit. You know, making fun of that the video is completely safe to watch and, you know, fair criticisms. DGG replies blindly by defending the freak daddy as sickening Lamau. Also, this goes without saying, I don't really care if you like Hassan or the even coverage. If you in Destiny should still have a career as a respected political creator after what did to Pixie, I invite you to unsubscribe, unfollow, so I don't have to go through the trouble of purging you myself. You're not welcome in my community, and I think that's completely fair. I've seen people say, like, you know, they've seen like the most unhinged people support Destiny. I haven't seen it personally, but if you're like a big creator, you know, you're getting attacked over it, you'd probably see like the most retarded things explained ever. So that's, you know, completely fair. I mean, normally I think it's pretty gay to be like, if you support this, get out of my community. But I think in this one instance is valid. And then somehow Destiny saw this and he retweeted and he pulled out the fat card against Nick, attacking him with this very bizarre explanation for what's going on. I just want to say how absolutely fucking hilarious it is that it's not that funny, dude, that you fat soy fucks were screeching and screaming about how horrible and evil cancel culture is and the #MeToo shit was, innocent to proven guilty, but just super content to take a side on this because of where the popular support is when only one side has spoken. right? This guy has buried himself within the first paragraph. It makes no sense. What does this mean about the one side spoken? Bro, you made your own response on your own subreddit, and it was fucking dog shit. Not only did he concede to it, but also he made it worse by giving no apology at all. I mean, of course, there's no apology for the fan base, you know, they didn't get fucked over. They didn't have the sex tapes, you know, leaked, but like, he didn't give a single I'm sorry to Pixie. Like, how would that not be your first reaction to this whole thing? But anyways, I go on. I respond with more substance when I can, but I'm being attacked by people who have literally nothing to lose and everything to gain by saying whatever insane shit they can publicly or try to squeeze me legally, privately, which puts him in the most annoying fucking spot imaginable when dealing with dipshits like you. I'm sorry, we don't give it. You're an awful person. Why do we care? If you really want to show your nuts, why not attack places like Kiwi Farms, where the content is literally still being hosted and blasted to the world? Oh, because that's a scary part to go after. Talk about cowards. Okay, if I got you I have two things to say. Who's scared of Kiwi Farms? They might dox you, but you know, they're not as bad, you know, as huge fan bases. They'll fucking firebomb your apartment. And also, I was thinking about this. People like, you know, criticizing like there's three main party people are criticizing. If you're a Destiny fan, you'll blame like the Discord person for leaking it and sending it to Kiwi Farms. Those are two very bad people. The way I see it, I see it more like a grapevine, you know, going in order from the most blamed person imaginable and then going back down. At the top, inexcusably, it's Destiny. I still don't get, why did he send sex tapes of him and another person without like the woman's consent? Pixie. I mean, at the same time, I also blame the leaker. I think I said hacker before. I meant leaker, the Discord person. I think they were called Rose, some shit like that. But yeah, they're also awful. However, I'm not gonna place them higher than the Destiny for being more blamed because, you know, stage 1, Patient Zero, he sent it first for no fucking reason. And like, if you check like the interaction between him and Rose, they were so fucking moronic. Hey, do you want to see this video of me, you know, eating pussy or some other weird sex action? They were like, yeah, sure. And he sent it over. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? But anyway, to digress, what I was referring to about like a really dumb gay response, it was right here. Some guy replied saying, I think the problem is all the DMs where you admitted to sharing news without consent. Seems kind of guilty. And what was his response? I didn't admit shit, but keep it to great farming. Okay, say what you will about like Hassan or like Enemies of Destiny, but like at no point, I mean, they're retarded, right? But it wouldn't be this retarded. We have, you know, screenshots of the DMs between him and people talking to Pixie. We have the response on his subreddit. Like, what do you mean you didn't admit it? And people, of course, you know, they immediately picked it up and they literally showed the example of him admitting to it. Like, it was just that easy to show, but he's denying it now at this point. And of course, the first point to do that was Nick himself with a very short extract. I won't read it myself, but yeah, literally says like right here from the Destiny side. Obviously, I have severely damaged her. Covering therapy or whatever is a minimum, and I have no problem helping out or sending her money for anything as a form of reparation. So they go right there. I mean, I was like, any person needs evidence because, you know, all that stuff. All the DMs was pretty public, and people again, like, even though the whole situation, reading this reply by itself would hurt your brain because we've already seen you admit it. Like, what the fuck are you on about? And then I don't know why, but he was becoming more retarded for no reason. He took a screenshot of like Nick's tweets, you know, just saying the same things that I covered, and then he just posted that by itself. No input, no context, no thoughts. That's it. And of course, Nick fired back. Rightfully so, sending more DMs of him just admitting to it. Again, if you want to go follow Nick, you know, if you want to see his whole interactions of him admitting to it, but yeah, I'm not going over it. It's way too fucking long. So the last thing I will add to this, because it's so fucking moronically insane, is that, like I said before, he's trying to push through this, but like it's so hard to ignore the insane fucking action he did of just being a piece of shit. Like, go through this. An average day as a Destiny streamer, you know, nothing to, of course, you know, he mentioned this, of course, but look, he covered the Hawk Tour coin scam coming back. Oh my god, that's insane. Not a single creator that I like, you know, I would be able to sit down and watch them after what he did, or he did a similar action to Destiny. I just couldn't. And people are gonna bring up like the generic excuse of being like, oh, he's a streamer, he needs the money, but like, bro, this is the one time where watching you stream with a straight face and barely any reaction to this bad stuff, it just feels like so surreal. In conclusion, yeah, this is fucked. Like, I'm not a Destiny fan, but like, I've always perceived him as having more awareness than any other streamers in his space. Like, while some people were giving like really shit takes, he would at least give a rational one that made sense. Oh, and I saw people being like, oh my god, he was so clearly a schizo. Did you see his comments about like the Donald Trump Firefly supporter deserving to get shot? And I was like, I mean, that was pretty shit. But this stuff with Pixie is like on a new level. Like, of course, he's never gonna say that he didn't regret non-consensually sending the sex tapes, but like, he would like he has a point that he has to stand on and rightfully defend. Because like one example, if I'm bored to go back and find it, where it was one chat message where he was criticizing his fans for defending him. And to me, I don't know, it came off as his desire to always be right in every minute battle, when there's a greater thing going on with this shit, a much, much greater situation.